I decided to take an adventure. Go for a walk. Kind of get some stress released, relieve some stress, relax, get some exercise. I wanted to kind of share my story. About 5 years ago or so, I was working and I had an injury on the job. I was laid up for about a year, had real bad back problems, had x-rays, MRIs. It was bad. Pain. I couldn't lift anything hardly. And it was taxing on my family. I couldn't hold my child. And I got in a financial bind, had to file bankruptcy. And after I started trying to get my back better without having to have surgery, like through means of therapy, and tried different kind of herbal remedies for arthritis, bone degeneration, what they call osteoporosis, and just anything I could think of that would alternatively help as I was taking therapy to try to get my back to normal. And because I missed a lot of time being able to hold my child and play with them, it was rough. I eventually got to where I could move around better again. Started being able to have a stronger posture where I could lift objects. And not to go into any personal detail, in my personal business, but I just wanted to share that. It was a very painful, long process. And I got back to work. I didn't have any credit, because like I say, I even got where I had to file bankruptcy and I couldn't have a credit card, bank loan. I lost a lot of things I had to get rid of that I could no longer have or pay for. And I had to change my means of living and become a whole different person than what I was accustomed to. From working and making a living, having really nice credit score, and I had to learn how to really get in the kitchen and cook. I couldn't afford to go out to eat any longer because I didn't have the income to do that. I used to. Me and my family would go shopping, and I'd be able to load down anything I wanted off the shelf or what they wanted. And if we got hungry and didn't feel like cooking a meal, we would go out to eat. I was working. I felt like I had the wages to be able to pay for that. And not only would I feel like it was my duty, to provide for my family or keep them satisfied, but I took things for granted when it come to the way life operates and finances. I don't know. Some people grow up wanting to play sports. Some people grow up wanting to be a doctor, a scientist, a lawyer, a firefighter. I'm just one of them simple kind of people. I didn't really want too much or ask too much in life. I just wanted to work and make money to have finances to where I could have a family and children, just keep things simple. And then, like, when I had time off, spend time with my family or go fishing or hunting. Not too much to ask for in the American dream. And so, as time went on, I tried to work different jobs to get back on my feet and start building my own personal income to try to substitute without having the banking systems, the credit cards, just strictly cash only. And paycheck to paycheck. And it was a rough struggle. It really was. I had ins and outs that put a strain on my marriage. And me and my wife had separated. And, we tried to work things out off and on, had difficulties. And so me and my wife decided to get back together. But my mother and father-in-law took us to court and fought for custody over my child. Of course, we lost. I didn't have finances to afford an attorney. They are astronomical in price. I had no clue that it takes finances of a larger magnitude to be able to defend your home. And I was just pinned against the wall. I mean, I felt sorry that my wife had to go through that, where she wanted to work things out and get back together with me, and her parents went for custody, full rights of our son. And the judge had ruled at the time that it was for the best interest of the child because of the financial situation and his education. I don't know how to word this. I guess because he was in special ed and her parents made X amount of dollars to be able to, or so they made it out to say. I mean, I haven't seen a tremendous astronomical improvement in his overall well-being mentally. He talks better because he's older. That all comes with age. But as far as his reading and comprehension, his spelling comprehension, I don't know. They do not keep up with giving me information on how my son is doing. I don't get text messages. I care about my son or any child that I would have ever had in life. Their education, their health, their well-being. Like I say, it was hard. I mean, to have your child taken away and you was convicted of no crime, not guilty of anything. I've seen parents that lost children because of drug and alcohol abuse, and they would be able to redeem themselves or take classes and become better parents and to really get involved in their child's life, and it, be a reuniting celebration. And we was totally cut off from any kind of redemption program. Like, we're just told we're poor, not in the best health, and just not worthy to take care of a child. And I'm like, okay, is this even legal? How would the world feel about this publicly, if this was shared? But that's not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is I'm on a quest. Even though it's cold weather, I have no gas to drive to fill out applications. And a lot of people will say, well, applications you can fill out online. Yeah, but you really need to get out there. You've got to show them who you are, that you want to work, that you want to be there on time. You got to have dependable transportation. Right now, I don't have any gas to fill up my tank. And so, since I'm stranded, instead of just sitting at the house, I figured, well, I might as well get out and start walking. Because doing push-ups and lifting weights to be a better, stronger person is not going to get me any closer to finding a job by itself. And so I decided, well, since I don't have any income extra to afford to get myself back and forth to a job, and it's a long way to any place or business from where I live, I might as well put forth my effort to build myself up a different way to get a job eventually. And if I have to get to where I walk 20, 30, or 40 miles to go to work, then by God I will. So I'm not a loser. I'm not a quitter. I live here in America my whole life. And I want a job. I need a job. I'd like to have my own business as well. I don't mind working for somebody, and I wouldn't mind paying somebody to work for me whenever I have a financial stability to do so and to pay wages. But I'd like to have my own business, work for my own self as well. And I am determined to put forth the effort to do something instead of just sitting at the house for over a year. My wife draws a disability check and I get food stamps. That's just not going to cut it. That's not enough. It's not enough to live off of, and I can't get any help or assistance from my family or friends, as far as I know, to be able to do anything. So this energy I'm burning, and believe me, I'm going to start this campaign where I'm walking, and I want to walk a great distance, but then I want to get to where I jog, I run, I sprint,